Testing. Okay, I don't even have my mic plugged in. I think we are here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is 9:01 AM. I am 1 minute late. How the devil are we all doing today? I hope we are all well. Let's just check the volume of the music while we are here. And if we're good, then we'll crack on. Let's see. It's a little bit too loud. That'll probably do. There we go. I wish I could have a preset volume for it. You know, like streaming mode, and it just sets it to a specific volume. But right, so let's 7 Trent's been paid. So things have changed a little bit in the game. I have temporarily removed all the enemies because, well, we didn't need them. So it turns out I made the enemies wrong when I first did make them. So apart from the fences, every other enemy's had to go except the boss because he's in a cutscene. So we're gonna have to I'm hoping I don't have to remake his bloody cutscene because that'd be a nightmare. I have just noticed he's got a red ring around his chest. That needs to go. That's basically saying we're attacking him. Make that invisible. There we go. But yes, so what I've basically done is the biggest changes I've done is working on the AI. I didn't get a huge amount done yesterday. But yeah, so I've added this target reticle around them. So when you tell to attack them, it should. I'm going to make it eventually show up. He's got a sword. He now animates, so he's normal. I've made them all touch the floor now as well, so I fixed that. Our guy's not changed much. I've changed the cursor. Ooh, I've got an error. What error? Because I was working on this before I streamed. Click you, click cancel on you. What's the error? Oh, here we go. Apparently I forgot to change little bits here. Attack selector. And just put you into there. So that attack selector is the red reticle thing. Surprised I don't have to do it down there as well. Oh, I do. It's been silly. Attack selector. So what this basically does is just show that red thing. It wasn't working, so but I never actually debugged it. There we go. Oh, that's probably why I never connected it up. What have I changed here? Have I half done a job here? I think I have. I think I must was doing it and then forgot what I was doing and did something else. Because basically what I've done is I've converted the enemy from an enemy pawn to an enemy character. And apparently a character works a lot better, and it did solve my issues. Because it wasn't moving around, and I'll show you little bits later. It's not finished, but that I'm going to do off stream because I'm just watching a lot of tutorials to get over it. So, is it an enemy? It comes up. Blueprint as my character. Come in here. Is it dead? If it's not dead, it sets the enemy selected to that. Put you there. Then it gets its target reticle, sets its visibility to true, and then attacks. Then lets me attack them. Then in the attack variable, it comes down. Why are you all the way down there? There we go. Then in the attack, it's a starting attack. It runs my attack. It gets a random one. I found out we don't need to do this. None of it. It's incredible. Unreal is just has everything for you. So now I can just go random array item, and it just keeps them on that. So much simpler. I even deleted the function what we created because I didn't need it. So that'll do that. That's fine. Where does it have? So in the move, when you click move, are you clicking a move location? Yes. I might get rid of this bit. Actually, I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to test without it because... Which one was I using? Released. Because I can't move near enemies and it's annoying, so I'm going to get rid of it and see if it fixes it. But I'll keep it there as test code in case. Keep that there, no matter. Move to hit location. Enemy selected is valid. Oh yeah, so if we have an enemy selected, then get the target selector and set its visibility to none. Yeah, okay. So basically, if we click off the enemy once we're attacking them, it should do it. If we play it now, there we go. I've got a much bigger, brighter cursor now. I tried to put a black border around it, but I couldn't figure it out. Of my kingdom. So you'll see that my cat guy is now actually running on the floor rather than above it. Something to do with I've still not cracked Unreal's colliders yet. So you can see, oh, I can click now. Good, but if I turn, nothing happens. Why not? I swear that was working. Okay, I'll have to check the attack. I can't get up close still. I need to be able to click where they are. So we might have to see if we can make the cursor ignore them. But that's a minor bug for now. Let's see why the attack's not working. The way I fixed the collider thing, is it something to do with Unreal's colliders? This plane has a... Actually, I can show you. I double click that. Drag you across there. So you see this here. Unreal has two types of colliders from what I've found. A simple collider, which is simple collision, which is that it's just a cube, and as you can see, that's K. That is the one I want, yeah. So if I go lit, this is not the way I want. Let's try right. Let's try front. There, so you can see the collider's there, so my character was stood on top. Everything by default has a simple collider because it's way more efficient. If you think of a cube, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 polygons to run physics against, versus a complex one, which looks like so. Look how many polygons that's got in comparison. Does it even say? It says 209 triangles. There's 2 triangles and a polygon, so about 100 polygons. Versus, is this gonna say? No, it doesn't say. But it is. It's something like, you know, because this complex one goes over everything, and the complex one is way more accurate but less performant. So what I've done as a cheat is I've literally just moved my collider to where the my capsule collider for my character to where the land is, and just moved the character down. It kind of works, but yeah, it's there. So let's figure out the attacking, then I'll show you the basic AI that I've done so far. It'll be on the sword. I do have plans for what we're going to do today, and I wrote a list of things I need to get finished before the game jam. It's quite a lot, not going to lie, but I'm sure we can do it. Sword upgrade. Last day upgrade for dev mode. Begin play. That's setting the sword owner. I'm not on the right thing. That's why. Prop sword 1. So I've created 2 swords, one for me, one for the enemy. So if we open blueprint editor, I'm assuming there'll be nothing in here. Yeah, so I want this one. Here we go. So does it implement the interface BPI entity? No, I didn't put that on because I forgot what it did. So click our guy. Like that. There we go. Click on our guy. There we go. So I should have some voices coming today, some more goblin voices, so we can stick that in hopefully. I need to make him implement the interface. Enemy. I don't want to do enemy interface because then the entity we can dish it on the player and have 2 for 1, you know. The sword won't ever attack itself because of get owner, so that's fine. So just by doing that, I should be good. To battle. There we go. So if I come here now, what's he doing? Attack, boy. There we go. So it is working. One of the sounds for the goblin though isn't working, and I don't know why. Where is his good self? Take damage. It comes in. Is he dead? No. So it comes down here. It gets his health bar. Updates the health to the new health. Comes down here. Says he's not dead. It plays an audio target. It should just play. What is damage audio? Damage audio is there. So it should just play a random one. Ooh, that'd be why. One's missing. Why is there one missing? Oh, I must have got rid of one. Odd, I don't remember doing that. That's probably why it's not doing it then. So let's also stick this over here and just whack a quick montage on it. Modulator, sorry. So if we just do pitch 80 to 120, and the volume be alright. Yeah, there we go. So the different modulations you hit, it was high and then it was low. So that was a medium one. That was a medium one. That was a higher one. That was a low one. Yeah, so it just changes it just ever so slightly. Okay, so let's try doing this again. So I should go every time. When I actually get him. It worked a minute ago. There we go. I don't know, it's been weird. Oh, because I've got a random... I see. I've got a random one where it's not doing anything. How do I get rid of an input? The input, there we go. Nah, it should fix that. Suppose we should test it again, shouldn't we? I've got my camera on behind me, recording a time lapse this time instead of just a 60-minute video to see how it goes. It's doing that thing where it's not attacking. There we go. Awesome. Right, so you saw the enemy there, just do that. So if I set his default state now, so it turns out Blueprint, Unreal's AI tools are actually really good. Where? BPC enemy. No, I didn't set it on there. I set it on... so there's the old one. I need to get rid of that eventually, but it's still tied to a lot of things for some reason. The AI controller here. So after 4 seconds, it's going to set its value to attack. That's fine. And by default, it will set it to... Where are you? That's the target. Am I not setting it by default anyway? I thought I was. Maybe I'm not. Oh, I am there, yeah. Set value is enum. Maybe it's just because I need to change it in here. There we go. So if we set this to movement instead of idle, because currently there's no transition between idle and movement. So if I run this now, you'll see that he'll run towards me. He's a bit faster at the moment, but then every 4 seconds after he's got to me, he'll randomly move around and attack, hopefully. I need to change the idle animation, it's a bit crap. Is it stuck? I've stopped it.
To battle!
Okay, so it's currently running towards me.
The flag of my kingdom.
Oh. I swear it's undoing changes I've done. Because I just had to change a
Battle.
slight bit that I've already
The flag
did this
of my
morning.
kingdom.
Now, he'll randomly attack. There we go. He's still not moving around. He's supposed to just casually just walk around you ever so slightly, randomly, and then attack you. But we haven't got a health yet, so he can't actually hurt us. But he'll face us as we walk around, and if we walk away, he'll come and chase us. Oh, apparently he won't. Why not? Apparently I might not have set his state. Oh. I don't know. Something's going wrong. It's very buggy, but I need to look at that. So, if I open up my cloud server, because I have a list of notes that things we need to do. And these aren't optional things. These are like, these things have got to be in the game. So, where are you? There we are. I've wrote it in Markdown, so all you need to know is hash is a heading. Any amount of hashes is heading times the number of hashes. So hash 1 is heading 1. Hash 22 is heading 2, so it's slightly smaller. 3 is even smaller, so you should consider them categories of the above. So required sounds, you've got all them. You've got fantasy, and then it's got 2 hashes, so it's a category of fantasy. 3, it's a category of those. That's all we need to know. So I've got a bunch of sounds for the fantasy, the pirate, because I want to do a pirate. So here's my to-do list. So we need to do these. So I'm thinking if we just whack an hour, put all of these in, that's 6 hours. I'm not going to get them all done. Actually, let's stick this in a new document. We can stick you away, you're good. So what can I reasonably do without watching tutorials? I can maybe do one. That might not be too hard. Move to enemy when attacking. I could maybe do that one. Enemy to attack you. That is kind of doing it, but we need to do health first. Player health first. Then we can do the player HUD, which we've already got one. The boss fight's going to highly rely on the above, so I'm going to say no, and the initial cutscene. So that's ideally what I want to get done today. If I can get all that done today, then we stand a really good chance of getting the game in a position where when people play it, they actually know what's going off. Any additional extras would be... Well, I don't know. We'll just find additional extras. Because you'll start the game with the initial cutscene. Maybe even a main menu. That can be an additional extra. Main menu. We can even do it. Credits. So I'm thinking you start the game at the main menu. You transition across to the initial cutscene where it shows the nursery and gives you an intro to the story. It then dumps you in the world where the player HUD will take effect. Then you'll walk up to an enemy, attack them, you'll face them, which will be number 1. You'll move to the enemy when you click attack, that'll be number 2. And then the enemy will attack you back when we finally got that state up, which will be 3. Then when you beat the boss, which will be, I'll do tonight with tutorials, then we'll have the credits. I think that's what we're going to do. I hope you can read that, because I don't know how to zoom in. Okay, so I'll stick my to-do list around here. First, let's see if I can make my character face an enemy when I attack him. Actually, no, not even that. Let's see if I can make the enemy's red thing show when I actually click on him. That can be the first one. BP enemy. Let's first turn off his AI controller so he's not running up to me. Which is current state idle. There we go. So, when I click on him, why is his thing, attack selector, not showing? So if I set the attack selector's visibility, it is visible. Is it rendered in game? Hidden in game. Ooh, is that the one I need to enable? Maybe. Let's see if it's enabled now.
To battle!
Oh, actually, I can just teleport. Okay, so it is visible. That's what I need it to look like when I click on him. I don't know why he's attacking, because I've told him not to attack, but never mind. Okay, so it is visible. So maybe I don't need to be checking his visibility bit hidden in game instead. So let's get my player controller, because that's where the attacking is handled. Set destination, input action, attack. So it's not the montage, it's this bit. So go to the enemy. Okay, so his attack selector, maybe it's hidden, set hidden in game, propagate to children, and we'll uncheck it because we want it to show. And then same with this one, delete you, place you there. Set you to be blank so it removes the current selected enemy. If it's right, okay, let's try this. So if it works now, when you click an enemy, it should. Ah, perfect. So I'm attacking him, and if I click off, it doesn't go away. Why doesn't it? Simply, I have not ticked new hidden. I just needed to check it. I thought about it, and I knew I had to do it. Attacking away. Okay, awesome. So now the player has some kind of instance to when he's attacking. However, the collider for that guy is huge. Is that? Oh, I haven't got the thingy on. Why is it so big
To
then?
battle!
That's what she said. So it is massive, isn't it? I wonder if it's clicking the actual thing there. It could be, you know. So, set destination. It's not that one. I need it to move to where the cursor is, but only on the floor. So, I do that on the player. Event begin play. No, event tick. Here we go. It's got a rotation on which makes it hover on top of the land when there's hills, which I do want to keep. So get hit result under cursor by visibility, so that's fine. Break hit result, which basically just gives us everything. What if instead of impact normal, we just do normal? Let's see what changes now.
To battle!
Okay, so it all looks good from... It still goes up a wall, look. And it still goes up on there.
Kingdom.
And I can still go up a flagpole. No, it still disappears. Where is it going to? I don't know, it's disappearing somewhere. What if I don't change the rotation at all? And I simply just place the location.
To battle!
It's still... Oh, it's really broke now. Okay, let's see what happens on that. Okay, it's better. We can at least sit on his face now, but it's still not what I need. Have I set the right mic on, by the way? I've only got one, but... Yeah. Okay. So I only want to hit a certain type of object. So we definitely do rotation on. I think we're in agreement there. It's definitely something to do with this. Because the only channel I've... What's trace complex? Let's see if we can figure out what that is. Maybe that's something to do with it. UE4, get hit result under cursor by channel. Because maybe the by channel, maybe there's a different version I can use. That you can specifically say only these. It literally just says trace complex. That doesn't mean anything unreal. Who can write this and be like, yep, this is fine? It's trace complex. Let's see what these do. Nope, that's literally the same thing. I've got some nice trees that I want to walk under Technica, but every time I click on a leaf, my players does not move. What is the best way to ignore my that's exactly what we want. You want to go into the collision settings and look for those trace channels. If you look at the node get hit result by channel, it will have a trace channel option. Make sure the tree is set to ignore that. Probably visibility. Okay. Let's have a look. So maybe that isn't by how it fires the raycast or linecast. Maybe it's more what groups or layers that it hits. So it says look at you. There's not anything there. It did say try visibility. There's no visibility. Where is his mesh? Maybe it's on there. Nope. Channel? No, that's lighting channels. So he has got a collision now. And it's marked as character mesh. But I can't see any channel. Ah, there we go. Maybe I need to add my own trace then. Let's see if we can do that. Because if we can add our own, then we can just have to ignore, well, a lot of things. Because the movement should really only ever interact with the floor. Channel? What's it called? It's just called trace. Trace channels, that'll do. Engine dash collision. See what we've got. Okay, there we go. Object channels, trace channels. You can have up to 18. What's difference? Preset. Wow. Let's have a new trace channel. Floor. Default response. Block. Default response is block because then everything will block it and then will only allow the other ones to have it. That's what I'm thinking. So if I come back to my BP enemy now. Floor's not there. Maybe I need to save all and exit and come back in. There we go. Oh wait. Does it need to be ignore? It might need to be ignore. I'm going to set it to... Hold on, no, because that one's set to ignore for visibility, which is what we're on. Let's try it as camera and see what change we get, or if it's a great change or not. It's back on the player. Ah, so floor is there. So let's set up camera. I'm learning so much during the jam. It's so good. Okay, so it's still doing all its normal stuff. Oh, close. I can at least run up to it now. But it's on the top of him, which I don't want it to. I want it to just ignore him, but that might not be by the channel. So do we even need a floor channel then? So if you think about it, the only options we've got is ignore. We need to try overlap. That's what we need to do. Project settings. collision. Floor. Default is overlap, so we can at least try what overlap does. It has updated the BPC enemy, so that's good. So let's go back to the top-down character and set you to be